Wewa kwisusa omukumula nize Samo Mwesigwa nize omukubiriza owa program eno. Zena wendifuka maise speaker wa parliament nsobola okubatinga twogera ku byafaayo ebyasookawo. Program the platform studios namuhona David Livingstone Jan ni dini wabaka wa parliament yaba independent David Livingstone Jan mbaka wa parliament wa Butembe ate Musumba munamateeka nino wekitiibwa Alex Uganda ni pleader wa Kyabazinga bwa Busoga ate nga yena munamateeka nina gwempere ebitiibwa yabiikiriza Professor Dr. Christopher Isaac musomesa wa mateeka era nga munamateeka tuli kulingirira ku sense parliament eyiga eryo eribaga amateeka lyafiirirwa baba waalyo bamulekwa nga tukali kuziika speaker balina okulonda speaker omundi government ni cabinet okutyamona ko olwaleero kipitipiti basazeewo naku lwakutaano Council Alex Uganda akalulu akali mu ibugu mu eringi akali mu Right Honourable Rebecca Itwala Kadaga Right Honourable Jacob Oulanyah onawe tayeba yena yakalimu onawe semujunganda mena abali mu akalulu
Right Honourable
Anita Among Sano Deputy. Twali ku spell of time. Eswika kuku ena kwe ibiri obe isatu dino de tulina. Okupapa kuno kuona kuli mu mateeka.
Kupapa kuliwa.
Yeah, maybe okusoka okwinonola nti ndakusasira abakulembeze ni Honourable Jan olw'obuzibu bwe bali because public eri ku struggling okubategeera oba bino bye balikola nibeene ababisazeewo
oba order from etabanga order from above
oba order from above nga terojeta
order from
Uganda no aye nga Honourable Jan wabaye kutandika ng'ombuziza ekibuuzo ku ekirako aidye ni isema wango owa Uganda and buli kikolebwa kisinzira ku iteeka so ezira kipyaka cabinet kyerese kubanga olwaleero cabinet yetyaime Minister wa Information Dr. Chris Balyomunsi yavaayo ni statement era statement yeyo wogisoma ebaire eri ku quotinga isemango wa Uganda ya quotinga eningo 82 kawairako okuna Honourable Jan kasomye nga kakoba nti singa speaker wa parliament anafanga nga ali mu office ezira mulimo gundi gunakolebwanga okutoolaku okulonda speaker aira mu ntebe obuzibu bwe tufunye nti kino tikibangawo oku
in Uganda
titufunanga ku kizibu kyetugwireku kyoba obona nti tuli mu historic moment ng'eggwanga nti Honourable Oulanyah Lokori nasoosa okufiira mu office eyo bwa speaker kyoba obona nti abasinga tuli kwekanga tuti bano abantu bazira namutima bazira buwangwa aye nenda okukoba nti eiteeka lizira iddiini lizira iwanga era Professor Aida kwongera okukinonola nti lyo iteeka lizira religion lizira kala lizira tribe lizira emotion zedaife ngedda abantu aye kyona kyongera otusomesa nti offices detutyamamu nga public offices they transcend beyond the individuals ate obuzibu bwetutandise okufuna mu Uganda nti tutandise okwatakinga ino abantu ku office nti owulira ekigambo president olowooza nti baliko ba Museveni. To the extent nti n'abakulembeze batandise okutuuka mu bwire obundi nga balowooza nti erina lyerindi ni president.
Ekyali ekitiibwa balowooza nti
nti lina lye nti mu mayina ge mulimu his excellency lyona liki liina. So situation gye tuli mu yanaku ate erina lessons byetusomesa bingi. Oyogeire ku tuli ku papa ati tuli ku papa tituli ku papa era eiteeka likuwa enaku nkaaga liwa clerk to parliament enaku nkaaga dalina okuorganizingiramu bino byonna bakoleremu naku isatu kubanga eiteeka erindi era lyakwotinze erya amendment number 2 eya 2011 eya parliamentary pensions and retirement libaga engeri ki omukulembeze ku idala lya speaker oba deputy speaker singa abafiire ebirina okolebwa era mu birina okolebwa mulimu n'okuleeta endoleyo mu parliament bakugegengera omwo bakuwe ku tribute bakole n'ebigiiraku waire lirinawo window nti basobole okuziika bayira oluvannyuma bakola posthumous
kubanga baije bakikolako.
You get it? Aye kyebasalawo kyebasazeewo okola buti kyebasazeewo ate kyona tikiri kuliya waki w'amateeka.
Kino kyena nze obuuza nti kino nti eiteeka eryo liraga nti speaker wanaafa ng'alina omala nakuditi maaziikibwe mwabe tumusobola akoba nti tumuziika after at least 2 weeks then tutambuze system eno.
Obuzibu buliwo nti damage ki omuziika after 1 week after 2 weeks waliwo ekinakyuka ku mufu. Because
system eno eyindi eno ey'okulonda speaker memale muziike like as if tulina oziika mangu Oulanyah so nekiri tupapya mangu okulonda speaker.
I think wisdom ya cabinet nga bagaidingibwa eiteeka kibagaidinze okola. My only opinion is that kitutamuvere era professor no one ayogera ku conflict of laws, then laws and morality, then laws and our culture, because ife tulikuwa tutube obuwangwa bwaife ng'abantu tibatera kusikirwa nga bakali kuzikibwa.
Mulita no musikanga no mufu akali.
By the way ni munkola y'obuwangwa omusika bamutaaku ng'endoleka ali kujja magongo. Kiba kiri?
Aya tuli sebe na atera.
You get it?
Benda wawandi.
So
tutaku matubazozika.
So there is that confusion.
Yeah.
Conflict between the law, morality, culture. Aye eyo ni debate. Aye nga Uganda, ngaba na Uganda anti tuli mukwega tutwalibwa mu isomero, unfortunately painful decision finally and maybe tunachogera ku mumaiso eyo nti the party, for example NRM has put out a roadmap. Baliko abantu baibwa benda baide bakole expression of interest nebifaanana bityo. My only prayer would be nti okuwa omubiri gwa this right honorable speaker eyawumuire ekitiibwa ate nga abaire ni vice chairperson waiwe or northern, it would really augur well singa internally sek esobola okwikania ku bantu bafuna consensus musek ni kokasi yene yafuna consensus kulina irala
twaleka kuira
twaloba kuira mu because ife abana Uganda ab'obuwangwa because nze ndi wa byabuwangwa we shall easily mistake you as people celebrating the death or equally omuli kulwanira ebyomufu ng'akalina kuziikibwa. So it will help the party. Gently, I'm not a member of the party. Then we are in Uganda. Nina deputy chief of staff.
We are in Uganda.
But it will really help if for the memory and respect of their deceased comrade and front runner and commander Oulanyah the late. Nti bafune consensus because whatever they agree on, he will become the next speaker. I'm not even expecting a miracle. Nti wajja kuvaawo independent dini ajaweerezayo ku omuntu akole upset oba nupu ejaweerezayo omuntu akole upset. No, nupu is still mourning loss of a commissioner. So
are in Uganda.
Okusaba by the way, cancer asabye ngayagala nti alikwewombeka mu literature tuli judginga endogera y'omuntu weyewombeka nga alikwogera kiraga nti kyali kusaba kintu kizito nnyo.
Aye mbaire nenda oku highlightingako akantu kanso katandise nako akakulu eno weewaba amaze yakulembeza enono n'ekifunta mwoyo ekitulimu nga ab'obuwangwa akoze statement gyendowooza nti eri fundamental akobye nti twetaaga twega okwawula ofiisi n'abantu. Amayiga agakulembera agafuga eggwanga gali mayiga 3. Eyiga erindi bwe libulaku waba waliwo ekibulawo kinene. Mpegano assuming katukubyemu akafaananyi nti kale katukobe nti tutapapira kulonda tutwale kuku emyezi 6 akutukeku enkotome emale. Kitegeeza nti eyiga eriringa mu gavumenti obutadiibuuda bintu bya iggwanga mwidukira badiibuuda esente ati bya covid ebiliyoni 2 nibadidibagaawo aye nga ife batutwaire muki batutwaire mu recess
mwaye mujire mu recess bafuwere ekizimbe
muje tufuwere ekizimbe bagudangudani ebiliyoni 2 Parliament nina mpala w'eggwanga lino kyana kwino speaker atufiireku aye ekyokukoba nti ekivunika mu mutima mule twandisoze twaleko omuntu yakola abantu bamwerabira kuku nani ajja okuba ali kumulika mu ngeri sente gye dibagibwamu
awo tujatuukawo kubanga n'abana Uganda tubetutuuse mu kaire nga tukoba nti eyiga erya parliament wegabagali mayiga nga gagayaga lyaseenena.
Yes.
So sepisi yatandika okola
kivuubi yavuubiikira nga parliament eri weeringirire singa tumulekeramu emyezi 3 tulife tuliiranga nga tufunye speaker government yejenga mu maiso kiki ekibakiira
atudatuukawo nti eyiga lyaseenena oba liriwo oba lizirawo abantu bakaali bona. Professor amateeka n'obuwangwa n'obuntu amateeka gakolebwa bantu era mutyama wansi mwabaga amateeka aya bagabaganimu abantu mugabaganga muli conscious mulitegeera bulungi kino tituli settinga precedence nti nekisooka aya engeri yetulisigamu tulinga otuli bagagandi amateeka nti wekiribaawo tulikoba kyaliwo okwera twakigema tuti kulembeze ino mateeka tube bigidi nteteeka likoba liki oba waliwo engeri yetusobola obaako n'akadinisa katulumukira mutwaleeta mu buntu mu nsonga.
Neyanzinza speaker ajja okuba speaker mu myaka egitali gyawalanga wetukulagwireko
speaker olukiiko lweka
ndikwenda kutandika n'ebintu bino. Nina ebitabo biri byendidde nabyo on purpose era nja quotinga bitabo nja quotinga bwino esooka ni kino kyebeeta executive mandate, constitutional demystifying the fountain of honor, presidential powers overreach in Uganda. Ndooza n'ekitabo ekiri latest beti nekyo ekisinga mu bunene olwo ekisingayo bunene
ako katono
waliwo ekindi ekiri
oyo niisa abawandiisi
mbeera no kankusomeremu akagambo wano kalala
ayo n'akatuuka kuli
kali wano mberi wano because ndikwenda kwinonala kyabuuziza solus populi solus vei, meaning the welfare of the people is supreme. Solus populi solus vei, the welfare of the people is supreme.
Okay.
Right now chetuli ku struggling nacho ngaba baganda bangi bageza ko kwinonala is to make a distinction between the law as an entity and then the aspect of the attachments that come with the law or the enforcement of the law. Listen very carefully. I'm reading another book, one of my other book. Chebeta Treatise to my learned friend, the Attorney at Law. More often than not, the law is usually argued to be sworn in commitments to assets of absolute fixed ideas within rigidly narrow parameters. The letter of the law is often framed in absolute, stated in black and white, but often served in shades of grey. Yeah. The argument here is that the law is the law. I think it was Justice Denning Yakobati. We are not a court of the people, we are a court of law. Now, obviously, like my brothers have said, again, Ubuntu bulamu and the law. The argument here is that how do you apply Ubuntu bulamu on these so-called narrow parameters of fixed ideologies? In fact, no wonder Charles Dickens, in his book Yakobat, the law is an ass. In argument, the law is an oxen. It's a struggle. In fact, William Shakespeare, the first thing we do, let's kill all lawyers. That argument, because of the rigidity of the law. My brothers have learned by Yakobat, yes, we understand the law. Equity came in by way of amending the rigorance of the law. But listen to this. The best demonstration, again, I'm quoting from my book. Forgive me, Kubanga, this is where I come from. I have to go to the authority.
That's why I brought you here.
Thank you very much, Sebo. The best demonstration of Ubuntu bulamu in our daily lives is best captured in a coin, a pound of flesh. William Shakespeare's play called The Merchant of Venice. The character Portia says this line on the instance of Shylock, the Jew, for the payment of Antonio's flesh, which is the central point of the play. That is Act 4, Scene 1. Portia concludes the conflict between Shylock and Antonio by saying to Shylock, take thy pound of flesh. What was the argument here? Shylock, yali muyuda nga awola sente. Portia, on the other hand, was, the person who went to okusaba sente lino. Yamukoba nti muna bw'onaayidda gye ndi ng'olemererwa okusasula sente zange. Ndakusala kuki ekifi. Kumuki? Ku mubiri ndaasala kuki ekifi. So bwe yasobola
ekyo nekyali mu ndagaano.
Nekyali mu ndagaano.
Neyewola esente yeeyikiriza.
Neyewola esente yakola ki? Yakkiriza. Kiseera kyatuuka yalemererwa okukola ki?
n'abeera akudinira babasala ku bifi.
Yalemererwa okukola ki? Okusasula. So what happens? Bwe bajja mu kooti, omulamuzi yakati bwene oli kwenda kujiirala ku mateeka nga gakoba nti oyenda kifi kyo nti ife twakkiriza genda akulwa kuki kifi. Akati if that's the case, then let us apply the law nga bw'okikola ki? Bw'okyenda. Aye ekifi kirina kuba ki? Kifi. Singa wabaawo ku akatono k'omusaayi akava ku kifi ego ne katona wansi, tujja agema ebintu byo n'abaana bona buli gege bona tubutoole kubanga olemererwa. A pound of flesh should mean a pound of what? Nothing more, nothing less. That is the unfortunate thing about the rigors of the law. So, ekiri kubawo right now is that Parliament's hands are tied for all intents and purposes. By the way, the arm of Parliament, ngabaganda ngakobye, eriyo kyebeta supremacy of the institution of Parliament. Parliament here mutajiza such a simple institution. No. Forget about the argument today that we can argue and say, okay, they have actually been reduced into rubber stamps of sorts. But the argument today, fundamentally, and I make that distinction, by the way, in this book, the argument is that Parliament has that supremacy. And for it to function, it is important for it to follow the tenets as provided for in the law. So, yes, binzo kubanga tibiri conscious driven in terms of the feelings of the people, but they are following the law as supposed to be. In other words, like they said, the office of the person should be distinguished from the personality themselves. It is unfortunate, Uganda, Oulanyah akoze atya, but the country must what? Must continue, whether you like it or not.
So mukaire kano parliament tujire ku mateeka tutakulembeza buntu bule obuwangwa bwa kanso Uganda bwakuba muntu obuwangwa bule.
By the way, even in the implementation of their law, parliament cherikola yona eri fronting sabuntu bulamu. Because the argument is, you remember? Socialist, populist, socialist way, the welfare of the people is what? Supreme. Argumentatively, baligeza ku confronting ideology yokuba nti igwanga linokola ki kujja mu maiso. Yes, we have lost an important credible person, but the country must continue at the interest of the bigger majority.
Kubanga nsoniwe okulya muganda ng'ensugunu. Office eno tia right honorable nti ye nga possession ye. Office dino tudiri mu interest ey'abana Uganda bona. So mpegano ya Uganda erimu abantu emiliyoni edisoba 44 mperano. Omuntu mulala abana Uganda gwe bagemye office eno ekulembera ababaka bayibe bona okukola ogwana mpala avirewo. Tukubyemu akafaananie. Ife bwe nalinga nga mito mukadera nge nakisuyi twalinga embeera yetaagisa tujje tulime kye twayetanga ebibaluwa okulimira kwa abantu abandi. Tukubyemu akafaananie nti mwami Uganda ni mwene ne yatuwaire enimiro okulima. Ekibaluwa ekyo abaana bajyatyama ebigeze ebya PLE abaana b'omu famire eyafunye omulimu ogwo bagira okulima. Baba ni mama bali ku lubimbi. Baba yetemye embago emutemye akagere kali ku lukuta omusaayi. Abaana enkyo bateekwa okutwala fees. Yaye mwami Uganda okutuwa sente tulina okulima kusuula olubimbi. Bagano baba akagere we yetema akagere. Ekibuzo kye ndi kubuuza, twinuka twaleko olubimbi twayirayo paka baba lwawona akagere memale twire tulime mwami Uganda atusasule oba tukoba nti baba yetemye akagere aya abaana balina okujja ku isomero mpegano yenga bwaize yeka mama akubiriza abaana bano tumala olubimbi mwami Uganda atusasule tusobola okutwala abaana ku isomero. So tulingirira greater good nti ekikolere igwanga lyona nga Uganda nga nomuli dada waife wekala moja, dada waife werira, dada waife wekabale, baganda waife aba abebusiya aba. So kino kikanga bakitutuuseeku. Aye igwanga tiriyemerera. Kyova bona nti ba framers aba amateeka gano. Bakitegeera oyo obukulembeze nakyogera kuni wano nti omukulembeze weetaaga okuba n'ebintu bisatu. Olina okuba ni insight okumanya ebyeinuma. Olina okuba ni insight okumanya ebiriwo buti. Olina okuba ni foresight okulengera ebyomu maiso. Ababazi b'amateeka bano baategeera nti abantu tibyuma. Omuntu asobola okutembukira mu office. Era amateeka agali wagagogera kuba nti speaker bw'afa tukola tutya. Eriyo n'agogera ni ku president bw'afa tukola tutya. Yes, chief justice bw'afa tukola tutya. MP bw'afa tukola tutya. Nize zijani mwene ndi wano bwe nkutukira gano. Abe butembe bagegenganga. Aye mukugegenga kwa batandika ko bati ye nani anakola ki? Nani anayirono mbigere. Era kyova obona nti ebutaleja bwe twafiirwa n'ebanda. Muganda we n'ebanda yakola ki? Bakobera abaliziti n'olumbe lukaja mu maiso. Masaka mukyala MP ne yali MP no West Africa ayogera socialist population socialist nani mukyala we yafa endole mbidde mukazambidde onarebo mukyala we yafa mukama mu ekyumule ky'emirembe ng'endole kaali awo aba DP bayemerera bakanti banange mu kiyongobero kye tuli mu kino twenda okubalagana omusika balaga muganda we era muganda we yaida. So eigwanga lino liteekwa okujja mu maiso ate igwanga lino liyeta parliament yetaaga okwenigira mu kuziika mukama waibwe. Aye iteeka litulagira nti okumukuba ku tribute oyidi bwe twemera tuli kuba tribute ku speaker eyeba sitting ya parliament
ng'esharingwa speaker
eba ni order paper aye parliament tasobola kutyama nga wazira speaker buti twetaaga ni speaker ajja okukubiriza olukiiko olujja okugegenga ono gwayirire mu bigere so actually era omulimu ogusooka ogwa speaker omupyaka gwakugegenga
era
so tulilonda speaker
ogusooka gwasookerwa kwati asooka alina okupresidinga kukulonda depute we depute bw'anaabanga ye naazirawo kubanga okusinzira ku biri kujja mu maiso kiyinzika okuba nga ni depute taabeewo so speaker olumala okulayira ati pa ekyasookerako alayiza ole olunaamala otyo nga tujja mu tribute ate nendaba na Uganda basiima ekintu kino ezira mubaka ali kwenumiririza ino mu kalulu ka bwa speaker nti era nakaleesa okukyamuukirira tuli kukikolera mu bulumi as a law abiding institution
zijani tuli kikoya mu bulumi nga abantu bali kwesunga otolayo
wulira deputy speaker yajja okulandinga kubanga amawulire ga mukama we okufa gamwagaana ku noni yategeeza president ng'akaali ku noni ajja okulandinga wano ng'ameneike nga ali totally devastated right honorable Anita Among twabaire mu lukiiko olwasoose okwogera ku ekyetaagisa okukola ng'ali kugegenga bugegenge kamera daimwe daabayireyo naani saadi neyandirowooza nti katukubyemu akafaanane singa aba ayenza okusikira mukama we mu ntebe eyo naani olowooza oti yandyenze kibe kya tomorrow yetaaga time okugegenga aye because we have a law
maybe okwongera kwa katono buli kimu kiba n'obulungi bwakyo n'obuzibu bwakyo depending ku lensi ki gyokiboneiremu oyinza okukiikiriza ng'eggwanga lino lizira gavana
kasookedde Mutebire afa tukali kwisawo
so obona advantage why eiteeka we libanga likulagirawo ekyokola lwaki kitutaasanga eggwanga the public good the greater good twakitoolamu iwe wonaasalirawo because imagine if it was within the means of one individual nga nanaasalawo lwanaaba wa speaker
kale kampumulemu katono
ate nga parliament buliddemu nina kukagere mwenzano omala emyaka ebiri nga muzira
parliament abannayuganda edinide bongeireku nti lwaki parliament muli kwotinga ina amateeka era mwagagoberera nga muli kulonda speaker
tukwotinga mawulire
aye mu bintu ebindi amateeka byegagalaga nga biyamba abantu mwefuula oti timuliwulira then ekinaasembayo abantu ab'endawulo bali kuvaayo kituufu bali kuvaayo lwanaakola ntya oba mulimu abali kwidda nga bakoba nti kalongolo ndi kwira otavaawo